love to look just that little bit younger. Well, what if you could look 10 years younger in just 10 days? Soon-to-be married couple Wendy and Graham are about to find out if it's possible. Two teams of experts will race the clock to try and help make their wedding day dreams come true. But will they be able to peel away the years in time? Welcome to 10 Years Younger in 10 Days. Wendy and Graham have experienced love and loss more than most. Each of them have been married twice before, and both have lost the love of their life to a terminal illness. All the years of tragedy have taken their toll.
I believe I got chosen because I am so disgusting to look at.
She does regard herself as not being the best looking woman on the street.
Then one day they clicked onto a dating website and they found each other.
He just looked like a gentle giant. He just looked like his words described him as. He looked tired. He looked as though he didn't know what happiness was anymore. He looked like I felt. We're a good pair.
With a wedding planned for a few months' time, they'd love the chance to walk down the aisle looking 10 years younger.
Getting married again, yes, it's third time lucky.
I hope when Graham sees me on our wedding day that he just looks and thinks, wow. And it's just going to be wonderful.
Wendy, we know it will be wonderful. But first, we need to find out what the public think.
She's got some pretty good wrinkles going on.
Greying hair, just the weathered look. The clothes that she wears, they're a little bit old-fashioned. I think the wrinkles is like the giveaway.
It's got the grey hair, a little bit out of shape.
He looks old.
Looks like these two have a long way to go before they get to the altar looking their best. Time to break the bad news. So what was it like being out in the public?
A bit nerve-wracking. Everybody's staring at us and that is a bit nerve-wracking, yeah.
How did you feel, Wendy?
Awful.
Why?
People were looking at me. It was awful.
Do you want to see what they had to say?
Yes and
Yes,
no.
I would. I need a good laugh.
All right, well, let's take a look.
Definitely 60 plus.
63?
His hair is not all white, so yeah, I'd say 65.
I'd say, yeah, 64.
I would suggest she's probably in her high 60s, maybe 70.
It looks a bit like a old George Clooney.
I think she'd probably be about 65. I think this man's about 65, 70.
Sure?
Yeah.
I'd guess 62. She's kind of looking a little frumpy.
56 to 57, easy.
I think she'd be anywhere between 63, 67.
She's had a hard life.
So what was it like looking at the footage of people guessing your age?
I was surprised people didn't age me older.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were actually pleasantly surprised?
Yeah.
And what about you, Graham?
I was surprised with some of the ages.
Because they got up to 70.
70 and a bit more, I think. I didn't think I came over that old.
Graham, the public polled your age as an average of 59.
Yeah.
What's your real age?
Real age is 50.
So does that shock you?
A bit confronting, yeah.
Now, Wendy, the public thought your age, on average, was 61. Your real age is?
54.
So they think you're 7 years older than you are.
Yeah.
Do you think we can make you look 10 years younger?
Hey, that means you're going to make me look 51. I love it. Yeah.
I certainly hope you can.
Yeah.
All right, we've got two brilliant teams, hairdressers, makeup artists, stylists, and their job over the next 10 days is to make you guys look 10 years younger. All right?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll have each other to lean on and...
Yep, definitely.
No. Sorry to break this to you, but we're splitting you up. So you're not actually going to have any communication. You're not going to be able to talk to each other and you're not going to be able to see each other. Graham, are you going to cope? Apparently you're a bit of a softie.
Yeah, I think I should be adequate. Yeah.
All right. Well, give her a kiss because you won't get to see her. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Your time starts now. Taking up the challenge to reduce Graham's age are hairstylist Troy Thompson, fashion expert Jane Johnston and leading male groomer Will Fennell.
Okay team, Graham was polled at 59. We have to get his age to 49. And he has a wedding coming up in a couple of months.
Wow.
Troy?
Okay, so I think what we might do is we might actually cut his hair a little bit shorter, maybe go a little bit darker. I'm not completely sure on that yet. I think we need to sort of see how we go.
The first thing I see is these dark circles around his eyes and dark eyebrows, and his skin's looking haggard.
And also the colours that he's wearing are really drab. I just want to sort of freshen him up and get, see what we can do about this here. This is my biggest challenge, that little belly there.
Okay,
So I'm going to talk to the gym instructor and talk about posture.
Smile for me. Do you like your teeth?
I don't like my teeth, I like to smile.
You need to be confident when you smile.
Yes.
And I don't see that now.
No.
I think if we give him that confidence, then we're also going to be able to bring out so much more of his personality as well.
Okay, 10 years in 10 days. Can we do it?
I hope so.
I think, Troy, if you do your job properly, we can do it.
Yeah, I'll try.
So while Team Graham is stepping up to the challenge to get his age down from 59 to 49, how confident is Wendy's team that they can knock those 10 years off? With a polled age of 61, Wendy's team has a task and a half ahead of them if they're going to turn back the clock 10 years. Standing by to give it their best shot are high-profile hair designer Julianne McGuigan, one of Australia's leading fashion experts Ken Thompson, and makeup artist to the stars Kathy Savage.
Wendy was polled at 61. We need to get her age down to 51. Doable?
I know that Wendy really likes classic beauty, so there's a lot we can work with, even though she has got quite short hair. I think if we lifted it up in the back here, you elongate the neck, you bring out the cheekbones. Yeah, she has actually got fantastic bone structure to work with.
Yeah, and I think that will lift her as a woman. It'll turn her into the new goddess that we're requiring.
What I'd like to do is this. But we've only got 10 days, Wendy, so I think the first thing I'd like to focus on is bringing back some luminosity in your skin, so some skin resurfacing, maybe plump up your lips a little bit, and I'd like to open your eyes up, so instead of going so drastic as eyelid surgery, we'll just show you how to use some eyelashes.
Have I got a theory for you? And it's called Wendy Wants a Waist. We're going to tuck it all in here and we're going to make you a new woman, because at the moment there's so much ply I could cry. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wendy may have kept up a brave face for the team, but back at the hotel, she knows she's in for a tough 10 days.
A lot of people won't believe this, but I'm a sook. But I put on a very good front, and no one will know if I'm suffering or not. Oh, well, at least it looks clean. There's got to be some consolation in life. Where's the bloody light switches? It's not enough that they've made me bloody drink dried ginger for 10 days. No smoking, no scotch, no sex. I will only get out of this what I put into it. I will be putting in 110%. Here's to you, Graham.
Coming up, Graham discovers there's a fine line between beauty and pain. And his bride-to-be, Wendy, having second thoughts.
I said to Graham, there is no way I can marry you. You deserve to have someone bloody good looking on your arm.
Two competing teams of makeover experts have just 10 days to completely turn back time for Central Coast couple Wendy and Graham. Team Wendy are wasting no time. They've lined up a visit to leading personal trainer Andreas to get Wendy back on track to looking and feeling better. Wendy's a classic exercise phobic. Her lack of self-confidence means she wouldn't normally be seen dead in a gym. Add to that a desk job and back pain, not to mention years of smoking, and it all adds up to a lifestyle that's making her look and feel years older than she is.
What stops you from exercising?
The fact that I commute, that I'm away from home 13, 14 hours a day, and the fact that I am not going to subject people in the gym to looking at this body. There's no way.
But Andreas has a plan to turn around Wendy's image problem and get her feeling fit and healthy.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off with some exercises to improve your core stability, stomach, lower back. As long as your heart rate's going 3 to 5 times a week, I'm happy. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Hands in the ground. That's it. Toes in the ground as well. Keep your balance.
I've got to think now.
That's all right. And opposite side.
This is not going to work. I'm just going to slide.
Right, you're right, you're right, you're right. You right, Wendy?
Yeah. It may be a bit of a wobbly start, but Wendy's well on her way.
Kick me off.
Partner Graham, meanwhile, is getting the ball rolling with the help of grooming expert Will Fennell. He's taking him to the Silkwood Clinic, but Graham's about to find himself way out of his comfort zone.
Okay, today we're going to do the micro laser peel on you,
Yes.
and that's going to remove the outermost layers of the skin.
Getting a bit hot.
I honestly thought about, pulling the plug every few times.
Can we have a break?
Do you want a break for a second?
Please.
Okay. I didn't think he was going to make it. I really thought he was going to get up off the table and do a runner on me. So I was holding him down.
You've literally...
You're almost there.
You've literally got half a forehead left. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Big deep breath. You know what they say, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, I know.
This is all going to be worth it. Squeeze my hand. Don't break it.
Graham may not be too keen on the treatment, but the resurfacing will help rebuild his skin, making it brighter and younger looking.
Oh, please, come on. Oh, that's over.
Today was really painful for him, but it will get better and he'll be feeling much better tomorrow. But he just really needs to look after it because the healing process starts now. And that's what, at the end of the 10 days, is going to show.
It's day 2 and it's Wendy's turn for the micro laser peel. And after Graham's experience, I reckon she might need a little moral support.
We're here for your appointment?
Yes, thank you.
Right. Hello there.
Hello.
How are you going?
Good, thank you.
All right. You nervous?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be right. You'll be here to hold my hand.
That's right. Okay. So, Barbara, I'm going to take Wendy to see Maureen. Great. Okay.
First of all, Maureen prepares Wendy's skin with hot towels, numbing cream and a little bit of Glad wrap.
Don't forget to leave the breathing hole.
Oh, don't worry.
Skin prepared, it's time to roll back the years.
It is such a weird sensation.
So how long will it take to do Wendy's whole face and neck?
The whole procedure will take about 30 minutes, and the end result will be that Wendy will be have mild sunburn.
Yeah, like this sort of pinkish kind of colour that she's gone, yep.
And she would treat it like mild sunburn.
Oof, well, Wendy's certainly on her way, but the question is, will she be able to handle a full 10 days of intensive makeover?
Partner Graham's hoping she'll go the distance, but right now he's got other things on his mind. He's about to confront his biggest disappointment, those teeth.
We're going to have a look at your x-ray and it shows me exactly what's wrong in your mouth there. You've got a lot of teeth missing and we've got a big job to do to make you look decent. When I first saw Graham, I thought that I'm in for a bit of a shock. Okay, you've been a bad boy. Bad. Oh, look, I've seen teeth like that, but not for quite a while. Not for quite a while. That was a bit of a shock when I had to actually step into his mouth and say, what am I going to do with this? Dr. Evil. Yeah. Mini-me.
After coming to grips with the task ahead, Dr. Carr decides on full ceramic crowns and a partial upper denture to replace Graham's missing teeth. All this coupled with teeth whitening, and Graham should look like a new man.
Do you own a toothbrush? Yeah. Oh, good. I think you should try and use it. I'm confident we can make him look more than 10 years younger in the smile department.
The first 2 days have been tough for both Graham and Wendy. And back at the hotel, Wendy has a chance to reflect on why she so desperately wanted this makeover.
A fortnight ago, Graham and I took some close-up photos of us. And when I downloaded them onto the computer, I said to Graham, there is no way I can marry you. And when he asked why, I said, look at that face. There is no way I would do that to you. You deserve to have someone bloody good looking on your arm. I don't think I'll ever look as good as I'd like to in my mind, but I know I'm going to look 100% on how I looked this time last week.
Coming up, is it mission impossible for hairstylist Troy?
If you want a miracle, there's a church around the corner. I can't perform miracles.
And has Wendy's team gone too far?
Kathy, you're not serious about these, surely are you?
I am deadly serious.
With a wedding planned in just a few months, Wendy and Graham are hoping our expert teams can make them look years younger in time for their big day. So it's day 3 and things are racing ahead for our couple. Graham's always dreamt of looking like George Clooney. But will that be too big an ask for our hair expert extraordinaire, Troy Thompson?
So tell me, Graham, what have we got anything in mind today?
Oh, I've got photo here.
Oh, great. Dresser's dream.
Oh, yes. Looking for the George Clooney
That George
type.
Clooney look that we
Yeah.
talked about on day 1.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
great. Look, it does make me laugh. Every time someone brings in a picture, they actually think I can make them look like that person. You know, I quite often say, if you want a miracle, there's a church around the corner. I can't perform miracles, but I can give you the essence of that look. So this is what I was thinking when I went through the other day. So this is a before shot, and this is after.
Yep.
Okay,
good.
so we're not completely covering the hair, Graham. You know what? I noticed when Graham walked in today, that air of confidence about him. I actually think we're going to see a new Graham. Okay, so Graham, what we need to actually do is see how we've got all this hair hanging out here.
Yeah.
So let's bring this through, bring this around, square it up a little bit,
Yeah.
bring this out into a slight peak just through here, and that's going to bring up this cheekbone look.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Can't wait.
I actually think he's going to look pretty hot.
I feel my confidence level increasing day by day, even in these early stages. Couple the hairstyle with face, teeth, all that. $1 million to be top of the world.
Graham's not the only one whose confidence is growing. Wendy's coming along in leaps and bounds, but she knows she's up against it.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
Wow, how are you feeling?
Oh, really good, thank you.
Wendy, we've got to get a lot of years off to win this competition. This is serious.
Yeah, I know. They'll only need to dye Graham's hair, maybe do a bit of filler or something around his eyes. He's going to look around 40-ish.
Wendy is absolutely packing it. She's so worried that Graham is going to look that much better than her and she's going to lose the competition, but with our help, I think she's going to win. So the first thing we're going to do is curl your eyelashes, and always do this before you put mascara on. And you just get it really close to the lash and just give it a light squeeze, and then pull it out a little bit further along and just squeeze it again, just so it gives a really good rounded curl. The only concern I have with her is her confidence level. You can pull it out. That's it. Look. Poking yourself in the eye is always a good option. This is not the beauty look we're going for, Wendy, no. I wanted to make today's session with Wendy fun. That's the main thing. A lot of people think makeup is really serious and they're just too hard and fast with the rules. It should be fun. It's makeup, it washes off at the end of the day.
So to up the ante on the big challenge, a secret weapon, extra lashes.
Can I look?
Kathy, you're not serious about these, surely, are you?
I am deadly serious. I think today's session with Wendy went really well. I gave her 4 good tips to go away with so she can wake up in the morning, curl her lashes, get the mascara on, bit of eyeshadow out the door, just to give her confidence.
So funny, so brilliant.
I can't wait to see Graham's face. We're just going to knock his socks off because I am going to have the smoking eyes.
Graham's socks may well be knocked off, but on day 4, it's the rest of his wardrobe that's crying out for attention.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Good, you know Graham.
Graham.
I
How are
do.
you?
What do you think of Graham's look?
There's room for improvement. The outfit that Graham walked in with was pretty drab, very unflattering. It didn't do any favours.
It's fair to say, yes, that I've let my wardrobe slip over the years.
What would you do, Jane, to fix Graham's look?
I'll be looking at colours that enhance his eyes and his colouring. I'll be looking at visual tricks which break up the belly. I think you need to try on a number of pairs of jeans to get the right cut for you. I think for you, you need sort of a straighter leg. If it's too wide, you're sort of all baggy and boxy. If it's too narrow, it's just going to look wrong. It'll emphasise your stomach. This is quite a boxy style. This is a slightly slimmer cut. It's more flattering.
What about shirts, Jane?
I'd go for a darker shirt. You know, dark colours help shapes recede.
Yeah.
It'll frame his face beautifully. It's a good colour for him. It's blue and black check. The darker shirt helps shapes recede. It's a neat silhouette with some modern detailing. So here's, you know, a good jacket for him. It's got nice sort of shoulders. It's corduroy, got the nice sort of detail there.
I like this.
So, and it's a smart thing. It's, you know, the light hits it well. It's sort of a nice sheen to it. This is a smart casual look with a jacket. It's a little conservative, but it's heading, you know, there's fashion features about it, little detailing like epaulettes and pockets and things. So I've just given him a sharper line, a cleaner line, better colours and detailing. Go forth and have fun.
Thank you
Do me
very
proud.
much.
See you, honey. I think Wendy will find him really handsome, really rugged, handsome guy.
But right now, Wendy's thoughts aren't exactly with Graham. It's day 5 and she's off for Botox treatment. And there's one thing she's dreading.
When I was 8, I spent 6 months in hospital with a really bad illness and I have an extreme phobia of needles. I just hate them.
We're going to be using some Botox across the forehead. We'll be using Botox here around the eyes. I'm going to be doing a little Botox softening. We're going to be putting some Botox down here. We're going to also, it sounds surprising, but put a little bit of Botox on the top lip. Good girl. Now relax. Okay, here we go. Botox is a neurotoxin. You're not going to see frowning or squinting or drooping. And I'm just going to come along the jowl. Brilliant. You know, they say no pain, no gain. I don't believe it. I know you feel like a pincushion, don't you? And I hope it wasn't too painful for you. The Botox will take up to a week to be final, but in a few days we'll just do a last little icing on the cake. You know, I don't think she'd think it would be that easy and that good and that fast. I mean, I just can't help but think 10 years younger is just the beginning.
It may be a beginning, but for Graham, the end of this challenge is still a long way off.
I guess I've been missing her since day 1. It's hard. Just have to try and find some inner strength to keep going. Wendy may be coping well. I don't really know. That's the hard part. Not knowing how she is, how she feels. I want her to know that when I say she's beautiful, right, and when I say she's pretty, right, for her to say, yes, I am. Right? That's what I want.
Coming up, in the sprint to the finish, can Wendy's team come up with that winning look?
That's great. Don't worry about the jeans. You're getting a whole new wardrobe.
And Graham gets a clear picture of what's aging him.
So you can see his back problems through his eye here.
Yes.
Wow.
It's day 7 in our 10-day makeover challenge, and while Graham's still struggling to find his feet, partner Wendy's racing towards the finish line. And today, the goal is to get her wardrobe back on track.
Don't worry about the jeans, you're getting a whole new wardrobe. There's frocks galore in this store. The key to a great wardrobe starts with amazing underwear. Nothing is going to cinch you like this gone with the wind moment. This is where horsepower comes to the ready. Okay, let's lace you in, baby. Can you breathe? Yeah. Oh, okay, then we need to go tighter. The first outfit is the spot top, sashed at the waist with the new long lean pant. Don't be scared of pattern, embrace it. It can actually make you look modern and take years off. That's great, that's a very AM/PM move, Wendy. It's the chic moment. A pencil skirt looks great on any body shape. Don't worry if it feels a little clampy to begin with. It'll mould to the body. And that sleeve punch thing was quite good. Do another little punch on pushing those sleeves up. Blue is looking great on Wendy's skin, I think. It bounces her eyes as well. Grab that great modern trench coat. Get the collar up. It's the Hollywood moment you all want in your wardrobe. I'm dishing the decade. I'm going 15 years. I'm putting the house on it.
After trying on those magnificent outfits this afternoon, that's it for my wardrobe. And I'm sorry, Graham, but you're going to have to get a second job.
Graham's been working hard enough as it is. His team has put him through his paces in an effort to get him back in shape. He's starting to see real improvements. But grooming expert Will is keen to get another point of view.
Okay, here we are at Optimum Health.
Okay.
And I think Robin's going to help you out today.
All right.
I really wanted to take Graham to the naturopath to have some iridology so he could see what was happening on the inside.
When I looked into Graham's pupil, I could actually see that the dietary imbalance of too much dairy in his diet. Have you been a cheese eater? Because it's showing a lot of congestion, and normally that comes up when someone's been a dairy product, cheese, but quite high amounts, and that's what those white dots are. Just there.
That'd be the cheese, yeah.
Okay, let's take a picture of your left eye.
Yep.
This definitely shows up a more muscular skeletal problem that's directly linked to the lower back.
So you can see his back problems and his postural problems through his eye here.
Yes.
Wow.
That's cool. The points that she brought up, without me even prompting her in the first place, spot on.
Now we'll move on to doing some live blood.
What can you see from this drop of blood?
One thing that does show up is that his essential fatty acids are low.
Can you see why he might have the dark circles around his eyes?
It's due to the toxicity and to his digestion.
Robin could see that there's something wrong with his digestive system, which is causing these dark rings. And it was the first thing I saw when I saw him, and it's making him look old.
I think I'd like to see your digestive area a lot cleaner.
There's definitely something you can take from here. You see this, you can see how it is now. We can change the appearance in 10 days, but we can't change what's happening in here. That's up to you now.
Yeah. Bit of education goes a long way.
He seems very committed. I think he learnt a lot today, and I think that I'll get him to come back in probably a month and we'll have another look. But I think this man definitely wants to make a difference to his life.
Partner Wendy's had her fair share of problems over the years. She's lost all her upper teeth, and that means wearing dentures. As a result, she's missed out eating certain foods, like apples and nuts. Earlier in the week, Dr. Yasmin came up with a plan to give her back her bite and her smile. And on day 8, she's back for the grand finale.
This is going to be one of the best days of this whole 10 days. I get new teeth, I'll be able to eat apples, rice, meat, and I haven't been able to do any of that for 10 years. It's just going to be magic.
Let's get these teeth on, eh? Good stuff. So I'm quite excited today about giving the final prosthesis and putting it in, and I think she'll be very, very happy with it all. I think we've got a nitrous leak. The confidence is going to come back because all of a sudden now she's going to be able to smile. She's going to feel as though she's got her teeth back. Okay, what we're doing now is cementing some crowns on for Wendy. She's going to have a beautiful smile and it's going to light up her face without a doubt. I think you'll be able to see it in the final photos and the result itself. Okay, we're all done, Wendy. Let's have a look at these.
Good, they just feel like real teeth.
That's a good start. Okay, here we go, Wendy. How was it? Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure. Look, the goal is to get us smiling for that wedding day, and I think whatever it took to achieve that, we were going to do it.
Here we go.
Hey! That's it, Wendy. Great.
With the finish line in sight, Wendy knows the lessons she's learned over the last 8 days go much deeper than she ever imagined.
Every time I've come home from a treatment from the dentist, from the makeup and from Silkwood, everyone's saying how great that'll look or how much you've improved and that sort of thing. So I come home and I look in the mirror and I realised that you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. This was the ultimate sow's ear. You can put on 10 layers of makeup, you can wear a wig, you can have contact lenses, you do 500 needle pricks to my face, but unless you feel good about yourself, you're not going to look good to anyone. This 10 days has brought out the old Wendy, the Wendy who used to be, the one that felt good about herself, that's been missing in action for some 30 years.
Coming up, will this 10-day makeover fall at the final hurdle?
He walked in looking a bit like the abominable snowman.
Or have our expert teams managed to pull it off? Let's just do it, shall we? On 3, 2, 1. Amazing. When Graham and Wendy faced the public nearly 10 days ago, the verdict was brutal.
His hair is not all white, so yeah, I'd say 65.
I would suggest she's probably in her high 60s, maybe 70.
I think she's probably about 64. I think this man's about 65, 70. He looks old.
I'd guess 62. Base it on, she's got some pretty good wrinkles going on. She's kind of looking a little frumpy.
Since then, they've worked with the best of the best to take off those years.
Can you breathe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then we need to go tighter.
With only a day to go, both teams of experts are racing against the clock to try and get the final touches in place. But for hairstylist Julianne McGuigan, the job has only just begun.
Come and take a seat, Wendy. Okay. I think what we need to do is go for something that's quite a bit shorter. And I'd love to see your hair sort of pushed forward. And we're going to give you something that's quite soft around the hairline and also around your back hairline in here. Yeah? So we're going to create a bit more graduation. Now, what graduation's going to do is give you a bit more volume through the top area of your hair and a nicer, more feminine head shape. Yeah?
So it doesn't look like a man's haircut that's flat on the head.
Exactly. And then what's going to happen after that is we're going to do a customised colour to bring out the good parts of your haircut. Are you feeling confident?
In what way? Confident
About what you're going to look like tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. I'm worried that I won't look anywhere near as good differently as he does.
Yeah,
But
I
hey.
think you're going to look considerably different. I think you're going to look a lot more different than he does. I think that Wendy thinks that Graham is going to look younger than her, but she's going to get a real shock tomorrow. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going to be fantastic. And I think we're going to win.
But Graham's feeling pretty upbeat about his chances too. We're back to see Dr. David Carr, who's standing by to supply the smile.
Hey, Doc. Hello there. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Come on down. How about that? Take some nice deep breaths. Okay, let's have the crown. Go on the 1-2 crown, please, Zoe. We left his smiles basically the same, just enhanced it all round. Okay, that's the colour we've got to make. Well, we've given him some teeth on the side and restored the cracked front tooth. Remember, it was all chipped. Give us a big smile. Oh, wow. What a difference.
Are you right? You finished?
Come in.
I'm not looking.
You ready?
Yeah.
Set?
Yeah.
And have a look.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Amazing, yeah. The new teeth are great. I love them. Yeah.
He walked in looking a bit like the abominable snowman, with those teeth here, missing teeth hair, and one tooth was hanging right down. You could see it in the Neanderthal smile. And he walked out looking like George Clooney, I think.
It's day 10 and our makeover challenge is nearing an end. Wendy and Graham will soon have to face the public for a second time. But first, they'll have to face themselves. Just 10 days ago, Wendy had all but given up on looking and feeling good about herself. But with a wedding just months away, she was determined to do something about it. So has her team managed to give her back her self-esteem? Wow, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You don't know how amazing you look because you haven't seen yourself yet, have you?
I don't know what to expect.
Okay, let's just do it, shall we? On 3, 2, 1.
Amazing. I don't believe it.
What's the part that you don't believe?
That it's me. That I'm quite sure when I go back out into the fishbowl in public, I won't be told I look 85.
From top to toe, Wendy's a new woman. Laser, Botox and fillers have given her skin a fresher, more youthful appearance. Her newly plump lips reveal a smile that she'll no doubt be using a lot more often now. Framing it all, a sharp new cut with a colour that truly enhances Wendy's eyes, lashes and all. But has this taken 10 whole years off? Let's see what the public thinks.
You look great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like the colour.
I like the shoes. 53?
Yeah. I think she looks fantastic. I think she probably looks around 54.
I reckon 48-ish.
Around 46, 47.
I think she's around 52. And I hope I look like that when I'm her age.
Well, Wendy's team's hard work has really paid off and her self-esteem has gone through the roof. But how has Team Graham fared? Remember, they thought they'd have no problem in knocking the years off their man. 3, 2, 1. For Wendy and Graham, this 10-day journey has been anything but easy, leaving them in no doubt there's never any gain without a little bit of pain. For Wendy, though, the result has been amazing. So how will partner Graham shape up? Get out! I nearly didn't even recognise you.
Yeah?
Yeah. The biggest change for Graham has been his hair.
Yeah, Graham brought in this George Clooney look that he was hoping for. So it was left up to us to sort of, talk him through it and to see how we could achieve that look for him. With Graham, it was so easy. There's this great colour now. It's on for 10 minutes. It's just put through. It's a washout. It lasts about a month.
So natural.
Yeah.
Almost as natural as yours. You want to have a look at yourself?
Yes, please.
Yeah. You're not sure?
Not sure.
Trust us, you're not going to be disappointed.
Okay.
All right. On 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Wow. Totally different. Well, very different, yes. Almost, there's almost a different person standing there.
Do you recognise yourself?
No, I don't actually. I thought there was Must be another mirror there somewhere, or looking at it for myself, but now I can see everything's working well. Her face is so much better. Teeth, everything. It's marvellous, yeah.
Graham has good reason to be happy. His transformation is simply stunning. Facial fillers, laser and Botox have melted away the years, and a little dental magic means he no longer has to hide his smile. His natural but rejuvenated hair colour works brilliantly to complete his new look. And with a sharp new wardrobe, he's shaping up to be one very handsome groom. Time to see what the public thinks.
All right, I reckon 52.
All right, 51 I'll go for.
I'll say 50.
Probably about 45 years, I reckon.
47.
50?
I reckon he's 53.
52, I say.
About 47?
40, yes. 47, 48.
Graham's loving his new look, and why not? But what will Wendy make of her new man? Graham,
Yes.
it's been a long 10 days,
Yes, it has.
and you've had no contact with Wendy at all.
No, I haven't.
How keen are you to see her now?
Very, very keen. Yes.
Are you excited?
Oh, definitely.
Are we excited?
Very
We're excited. How excited are we?
Really excited.
Yes, we're really excited.
Yes.
All right, let's bring Wendy out, shall we? Come on out, Wendy. Come here, I need to speak to both of you. So, you haven't seen him for 10 days, what do you think?
Pretty good, huh? This is my own version of George.
This is your own version of George. Mm-hmm. Do you think he looks good?
He always looks good. He just looks a lot better.
Ah! And what about you?
She looks great, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
The results have come in.
Yep.
So let's see what the public polled your ages at this time
Okay.
around. Now, Wendy, your age was originally polled at 61, which means that your team needed to make you look 51 in order to take 10 years off. The second poll, your age has dropped and you are now 53. Now, Graham, your age was originally polled at 59, so your team needed to make you look 49.
Yep.
The second poll came in at 47, taking 12 years off, which means the team Graham are the winners. Commiserations. While they may not have believed it just 10 short days ago, there's now no doubt this loved-up couple will be walking down the aisle in style. Wendy's team has wiped away 8 years to take her new age to 53. More importantly, they've given her back something she desperately missed, her self-esteem. But with 12 years off, it's Graham's team who's come up trumps. At a fabulous 47, he's looking very much the confident, stylish man about town. All this in time for the big day. And what a picture-perfect couple they make. For more photos of the couple's amazing transformation, visit yahoo7.com.au/TV.